enthralling. We are still waiting.
Two more members, and then we're good to go.
But yeah, we'll be headed to Infernal, followed by Tomb. Poor Luna says, here they come, alright. I'll yell at them later, I know both of them actually. How dare they make me start my solo game 5 minutes late?
Dang.
You know?
Yep.
You know? Alright.
They were just couch shy. Haha. Nice.
Alright, BB. Let's go ahead.
Oh.
Oh. Are they? Oh. Come on. Ronan Kitty, click that button. Oh. All right. Let's throw up this nice little countdown. Start the show.
Here we go.
All right, fam. Welcome to the lecture hall. I'm your host, Professor Bobo. We are bringing you some NGS Season 4 Week 5 action, Division C East. Number 3 team in the division, Durotan's Couch, will be going up against the number 8 team, Squad 9 Alpha, who are sitting right on the border of the playoffs. Joining me tonight, and I know everybody was hearing him go through his internal monologue as discussed, will be Famous. Famous, what's happening?
Not too much, just the folks here in my intimate thoughts.
An interesting night of the HGC discussion is aflame. The patch notes have come through as well. There's a lot of different things going on, man. We're definitely gonna get into that stuff, but we'll start off. We'll show our rosters here. Quick shout outs, A-Fish, as well as Hope, leading us right now in the Zadolv impact scores, and one of my favorite little bits of the scouting report. And Famous, I know you're actually we're familiar with many of the players on Squad 90s. We were both involved in Division C last season.
That's right. Aura Luna, big shout out player for me. I remember her supporting. I think I actually voted her as top support in our division last year.
She was
She's pretty good.
She won that darn award.
Yeah.
And I think she was I think the only player outside of maybe like 3 teams that was involved in like some of the upper tiers of that. So shout out to Aura. All right, fam. As usual, Infernal Shrines is involved. It's headquarters, man. We're heading there. Towers of Doom, Dragonshire banned out. We will be following this up with Tomb of the Spider Queen. I like these maps. They usually promote a fair bit of blood, if you will. I've had quite a few games where there's been like 30 some odd kills on these maps.
Well, you add John Cena to the mix, and he's bound to get a couple.
And I also did have my 35-minute Tomb game, which I could see coming. I knew it was going to happen. Oh man, we're talking like boss pit throws, objectives that didn't go anywhere. It's Tomb, man. You know that kind of stuff tends to happen.
You win early or you win late. Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Taking a look at the run-in, both Durotan's Couch and Squad 9 had some common games last week. Both teams did get a chance to play Buzz Kicks. A difficult week for both. Married with Children, taking 2 maps off of Durotan's Couch. I actually had that matchup. And Squad 9 earning an important draw with Hand Banana.
Great name.
I love Hand Banana. Those guys are good shit. I hope I get them before the end of the season, and we'll see where playoffs wind up going. And our keys for this evening. We'll start off with the draft spotlight, contrasting tank pools. Durotan's Couch, their tank pool is focused around Diablo and does not seem to include Garrosh. And on the flip side, Squad 9 plays a fair bit of Garrosh as well as ETC. So it'll be interesting to see whether these teams are sort of keyed in on where to go with those tank pools.
Yeah, and not to mention the patch going live tonight might shake things up a little bit. Heavier nerfs on the Garrosh.
A little bit. Do you really think it's like a quarter second reduction on the stun, right?
I think it's pretty big. I
Yeah.
mean, uh, I don't know. I'm not sure if that'll give you enough time for the throw stun into the taunt combo, but if it doesn't, that's a big deal.
Interesting. All right. Second highlight. Killed my brother. Goodbye, Hanzo. Get the hell out of here. It's not really going to happen. But
Yeah.
with the reduction of Hanzo's basic attack range, it moved from like 7.5 or a country mile down to half a mile at 6.5.
hmm
It's going to be very interesting to see. And we talked about it before the game. The way that Hanzo interacts with tanks now, that he has to play a little bit further up in formation.
I think it's gonna really push the W build even more, which a lot of people were already favoring. And then remove more of the redemption style, which I kind of dislike. I personally like the auto attack Hanzo.
Um, I dislike going teams that solely rely on the W build. So I mean, again, we'll see how that winds up playing out. I think the other side of it is I just want to keep an eye on Tychus too. We did talk about tanks, and I totally forgot to mention this. I mean, there's so much going on in these patch notes, and we'll get into it in draft. But a 2 second CDR, and the bigger they are, really
hmm
interesting to see how that works with Diablo. I didn't think
Yeah,
he needed it, but they
I
gave it
don't.
to him.
I thought he was in a great spot, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Tychus has never been, well, recently hasn't been considered bad. Like Odin's always going to be
Mm.
an excellent follow-up to the fact that he has just excellent tank shredding. So
All
we'll
right.
see where he goes.
And yeah, as discussed, the ballast patch is live. We'll be headed to draft in a second, but no pyroblast. So pyroblast is if you guys aren't following the patch notes. In fact, let me see if I can go throw up the link. So pyroblast at level 20 has a CDR cooldown, and the problem is that first off, it doesn't scale properly, and the second problem is it comes online at level 10, so we can't have that. It was a throwback to the old school Kael'thas one, like the points, the multiple points in the game, quite frankly, where he was absolutely broken. But let's see. I mean, famous, as we head into draft here, 45 seconds on the clock for Squad 9's first ban. Anything else in the patch notes that really jumps out to you?
Tracer, I'm not sure if either of these teams
Mm.
player, but the recall now showing to the opponent's team is actually, I think, probably the biggest nerf across the board. It's just going to make landing CC against her so much more punishing.
Right on.
Um, yeah, so I'd like to see if anyone tries the Tracer and if it gets punished.
I like the support nerfs. Not liked as in, I'm interested in seeing how this plays out, but
hmm
it's has the potential to push heroes like Uther and Rhaegar up as it sort of closes the gap. Malfurion received a 5% reduction on his healing. Doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah,
Squad 9 don't want it.
there you go.
And Stukov had, I think it was baseline 2 second increase to Lurking Arm's cooldown, and then nerfs to one good spread and growing infestation, both of
And then
which are the popular builds that everybody was taking anyway.
the bio kill switch also got a
Yeah,
healing reduction as
yeah.
well. Pretty sizable one, 40 hit points from baseline.
Two nerfed heroes receiving bans. Maiev went through a little bit of a basic attack reduction. They added an extra second to Vault of the Wardens. I think there's a little bit of a health reduction too. Again, like a 5% nerf to Mouth is interesting.
hmm
Uh,
Um, yeah. I mean, the Maya have also got the 1 second you said to Vault of the Wardens. I'm really curious to see what number that eventually gets to because that ability is just ridiculous.
I mean,
I'm thinking,
it was so dumb when it was 8 seconds.
yeah, like I bet you they're gonna settle at 16, maybe 18 seconds.
Okay. Kickness, thank you for the follow. What's happening, brother? I remember you from last season. You were a pain in quite a few people's asses.
He's one of mine.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I gotta get one of your games. I gotta keep an eye out. I think you guys have been on specifically on nights when I gotta play. I'll see if I can pick
Oh,
up.
great mate.
Hey, that's
There we
something a
go.
little different. Okay, so Phoenix and Hanzo get nerfed, and the Greninja moves on up the board.
Greninja, I have not heard that
Oh,
before,
I
but
love it.
that is amazing.
Oh, I thought like some people like I didn't listen. I didn't even play that much freaking Pokemon. I love the Greninja.
It's great.
Interesting to see Greymane. I do
Yeah,
think that.
Greymane. I mean, oh, there we go.
Oh,
Deckard Cain and Hanzo.
oh, we're having fun tonight.
This is gonna be awesome. I haven't even like had the chance to play Deckard myself, played with him a few times. He seems like oddly very strong, but also very weak at the same time, and I really don't know how to quantify that.
If this was if you were to incorporate Deckard Cain into like Dungeons and Dragons, he's just a constant like intelligence, like wisdom check for the other team
Mm.
because no, because like does very little against burst damage, right?
Right.
But if you try to go get that burst damage and he just throws a bunch of crazy CC spells out that teams can chain together, you're
Hmm.
gone.
Yeah.
So, and he works very well, in my opinion, on maps such as Infernal Shrines, Dragonshire, anywhere that there is going to be a prolonged four-man rotation
Right.
where he can get value out of his CC, but also, if you feel like your team is in trouble, you can just back up safely at the beginning of the game. I have not casted a Deckard Cain game yet. Stukov and ETC, so we do see the ETC picked up.
Hmm. So definitely a fall in favor for the Garrosh and Diablo on the first rotations.
Hmm. Like we said, Durotans does not play Garrosh. They love Diablo. I really hope Squad Night bans it out because I think we could be looking at. I mean, if you add Diablo here, that's a wombo.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old man spinning a tail. Hanzo following that up with an arrow.
I think you probably just open with the Hanzo arrow and then get the what's it called? Stay a while and listen
Yeah, there's a.
into the APOC.
It's a hard. Certainly is a hard set of heroics to lay down properly. You see the Chromie ban. Chromie Greymane was OP last season. No, I mean
So
that was gross. That hurt
as another
bad.
uncomfortably numb special.
Oh yes, I think oh, God, anybody who was like up was like, hey, this Chromie just does all of the things.
Yeah, she's pretty
Um,
ridiculous. I still think she's just so good.
no Phoenix
Little
involvement
undervalued.
is kind of interesting.
Yeah, things are getting shaked up for sure, or shooken up, I should say.
What?
Oh, Decker Kane, another thing to note. He's a trap. Never try and kill him. He is basically Lily on steroids. Just self-healing and the extra armor. Pretty good.
I really want to see this Diablo ban come out. 10 seconds left on the ban here. No, and I take the
Arthas.
Arthas away.
The potential Greymane counter, I
I
guess.
think
Maybe
they're
that hints at Sonya later on as well.
I think they're baiting. I think they're baiting Diablo for Tychus.
Mm, could be. And then you got Chris Bullet as well.
Yeah,
Kind of like that actually. That'd be
I
pretty
hope
clever.
they are. It would 100%. Again, the bigger they are with a 2 second cooldown reduction, I mean, there's very little that Kane is going to be able to do to heal over that period of time.
Yeah. No, for sure. His save potential isn't very high at all.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're the one thing I love about Odin that people forget all the time is you're unstoppable for the period in which you are casting this spell. So
Exactly.
you can just
Yeah.
pop Odin and then dash out, and haha, I'm
And
gonna
then
use my giant robot to eviscerate your team.
and the Nerves of Steel, I think, is just so good. On 13, get that
Mm-hmm.
75% spell shield activatable. Pretty great.
Oh, wait, what is that? No, nervous. Oh, Neo
Yeah.
Steel.
Neo Steel.
Close. It's like nervous.
Yeah, close enough.
Yep. Okay. Now do we get
Jane
the
and Diablo.
do we get the
The
Tychus?
full wombo combo. They go ring.
At this point, you don't even need stay a while and listen. It's kind of just
No.
overkill.
You might as well go for the zone control
It's got to
from
be.
Lornado.
It's also just got to be really hard to pop something like Stay a While if you have a Hanzo. Like, how do you just? You've got to hold everything that he does for the. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You're
tricky.
gonna have those
Just
scatter arrows flying everywhere.
for entertainment's sake, I hope they go with it.
Stay a while and listen.
What's this happening in chat here? Norian, what's happening? Goku, I see you as well.
So we need a solo laner, potentially another range DPS. You want that Tychus. I agree. I think that'd be pretty great. Um, could go Leoric for a little more percentage damage too.
Leoric would play specifically into Squad Nine's hero pool. I like my Leo Tekis would be again solid.
Yeah. Lurking Arm and Team's pretty strong.
Got
There's a
one.
Leo. Ah,
Oh, the
Junkrat.
Junkrat. Okay, close. No
Yeah.
cigar.
A little more shrine control before 10, where you wouldn't have had the Odin for the shrine control later on, but before then, it would do a little bit better on the shrine.
But Junkrat, sure as hell shouldn't be caught in any of these shenanigans.
No, that's true. A little safer in terms of that.
Aphish is wondering if KMC is watching. He says that I like them. KMC is watching. I don't know if the feeling is reciprocated.
Ooh, little drama.
Let's try to stir something up. Why not? Even though
Yeah.
it's not there. What do you want to see here? Again, Sonya, Blaze. These are heroes that did not get any nerfs.
Yeah, I like the Blaze personally. A little bit more follow-up to your Wombo combo. Then just a little extra sustain, potentially saving that Diablo if he's a little caught out of position with the bunker.
And it
Cross-supporting.
just a big piece of damage mitigation where Kane will oftentimes fail against
Yeah.
Burst.
That's a Sonya.
And the Sonya comes
Okay.
up. Okay.
A reasonable choice.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to be like, oh, Sonya, what a shocker.
Yeah. She got some changes as well, I believe.
Yeah, they flipped Battle Rage and Shot of Fury. So
Right.
Which is very interesting because Battle Rage was insanely good at level 4. I think Battle Rage and just to sort of piggyback on the meta right now, like Garrus is Indomitable at 4 are like the two major problems, and one of them did go away.
Yeah.
Maybe not away, but it did get moved.
Well, it's going to go up against Poison Spear, so it's probably gone away.
We're going to find out. Game number 1.
Just-
Gotta hit the transition, baby.
Yeah.
Durotan's Couch going up against Squad 9 Alpha. We're headed to Infernal Shrines, aka NGS headquarters. I think we can agree. We both like these drafts. I think Squad 9's is a little older in flavor.
Mm-hmm. Safer, I think, because of that.
Agreed.
I don't really know what Deckard can do yet, so
No, we're gonna see what Solon's got
find
for
out.
us here. Let's see here, baby.
I like the portrait synergy coming out from both teams.
The crotchety axe fella.
I don't know what that is.
What? Oh, okay. That's an old meme.
Yeah?
It comes from WoW. What the hell happened? Somebody like there was this picture that is, and they were wondering who's crotchety axe guy, and it turned out to be Durotan's cod piece.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, so it's all falling.
Yeah.
I like it.
Speaking of Durotan's Couch, Wild Card will be on the Hanzo Big Egg roll on the Diablo. Soln will be playing that Deckard Cain. Captain Wedge on the Sonya, and Aphish on the Johanna.
And on the red side, we got Squad 9, Hora Luna on Stukov, Hope on Greymane, Angel on Junkrat, Zeldreth on ETC, and Ronin Kitty on that Leoric.
Where you are? There's the Skeleton King heading on down bottom lane there.
Angel and Hope. It's a pretty wholesome team.
We'll be hoping tonight that they don't make any eleemosynary contributions to Durotan's Couch's KD. And if anybody knows what the hell eleemosynary means, I owe you $1.
Yeah, it's not me. That would not be me.
It's a fantastic word. And I saw an opportunity to use it, and I got to take it.
So our solo laners have split off to opposite lanes. It's rather interesting.
Taking a look at the builds right now, we can actually see block on Sonya. My favorite Deckard Cain at level 1, Scroll of Identify. This is a stacking talent. At 20 stacks, you will wind up grabbing a whole bunch of armor reduction. I think, is it 15?
I believe it is 15,
15
yeah.
for 4 seconds. Big egg roll. Doesn't want this? Okay. 3v4. Backs it off.
Yeah.
You still see
Solo
growth.
lanes have evened out with Leoric on top now.
It's good. We've normalized into the
Yeah, I was a little concerned.
struggle.
You can't have your solo laners opposite, guys. It's weird. I don't like it.
Ritter wants to know, is it weird that Aphish shows up in most of my dreams? You got to provide a little bit more context, go into detail, and then we'll get into the Freudian analysis.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
I mean, you know.
So standard 4-man rotation. Yeah, we got a Cosra game picked up on the left side. pretty
just
early.
equal in XP. Not too much going on. Nope. Every little piece counts with that Scroll of Identify quest. That 15 armor reduction is going to chunk ETC. We'll keep an eye on that when that does get completed. It's tough.
Yeah.
We always talk about, like, assassins that are quote-unquote made out of paper, but the big problem with ETC right now is that he has, like, the lowest effective health pool out of the guys that you would consider to be main tanks right now, I think.
Yeah, I think you're for sure right. Durotan's couch has picked up that bottom Khazra camp as well. Squad 9's got the right side one.
Squad 9 is like a half a wave ahead, and they'll be able to clean this up pretty easily. Good pickup by Angel there. Using the concussion mine to get a little bit more damage onto the goats.
Cheeky play, I like it. Top lane, everyone is completely full HP. They are ignoring each other. It's always good to see.
Something's got to spice up the solo lane, and soon. That's just...
Oh, Sonya is looking for a gank, maybe mid lane.
We'll keep an eye on the on Ronin Kitty on that Leoric as well. He'll have the opportunity to hop down.
Just starts the shrine. Get a little advantage early on.
And we've got some potions hanging out. All right, fellas. This is an interesting test again. If we can see Zeldris pick up some ETC slide action, is it going to punish the lack of burst healing?
Good wall bang on the shrine.
And the Blizzard comes down as well. Zeldris still though 60%, and that is a backline.
Sonya's nice.
Oh, she's going down hard. Let's see if Junkrat can pick this kill up. She does not get back to a potion. And first blood is drawn by Squad 9.
Leoric has taken a beating from this, or Diablo, pardon me, has taken a beating from the Leoric.
Well played by Ronin Kitty there. He's managed to also maintain that XP in the middle wave there. It's 25-15 right now. Squad 9 looks like they will be more than comfortable picking up this first Punisher. It is a Mortar Punisher, so a little bit extra siege damage, lowered kill potential. Another big scroll. That's 8 stacks. We're probably not going to see Scroll of Identify completed until level 10, but again, I just want to keep an eye on that one because it is a really big power spike.
Yeah. Sonya Leoric heading top. Everyone else stay in mid.
Really good siege damage on the side of Squad 9, Greymane and Junkrat.
Yeah, and then lurking arm to zone in went away. Very good offensive siege.
It's a big 3-man. Let's see. Ooh, okay, Big Egg Roll was looking for it there. The face melt from Zeldris on the ETC. Wards off the kill.
They had about a half a level experience advantage from the 2 towers and the kill. Not bad.
There's a lot of keep an eye on Zeldris here. He's going to have Hanzo if he wants. And doesn't. Greymane not there to back it up. They'll keep the poke up. Durotan's couch still committing to this. Keep an eye on Big Egg Roll here. I think he's waiting for the scroll.
Oh, huge power slide.
Can Hope convert this kill? Hanzo is gone.
One.
Looks like Deckard Cain is next.
Wall bang. Good flip.
And a good.
And he Greymane's right under there.
And an exceptional zoning lurking arm from Oraluna. 2 kills to none. Squad 9 taking control of this game. That has turned what was, I don't know, maybe like a third to like a 40% of a level lead.
Yeah.
Almost into 1.
Pretty good. They're going to push this camp in as well, get some pressure on mid fort.
A-Fish with the... What a sport.
Nice.
What a sport he is. I did have, we had...
Eggroll might be getting caught out here. If they pull the trigger.
There's a slide. The W is picked up by Aura. She still has
late.
the lurking arm, and there's the concussion mine as well. Big Egg Roll is going
Good
down.
body blocks. Well done.
Shout out to Zeldris.
Yeah, very well. Sorry, you were saying what there?
So we had Married with Children and Durotan's Couch last week here in the lecture hall, and just a shout out because A-Fish was outstanding, even though Durotan's did not win that. Either of those maps, I think he did. I thought he did really well. Played a heck of an offlane Phoenix.
Right on. Oh, I like that. The flexing the Phoenix, the offlane. Changed up the solo lane. It's very nice.
Oh my god, we were going ham in NGS this week in chat, just trying to figure out what the heck you do against it. And the Phoenix nerfs are nice. There's quite a few guys, even going all the way up to Heroic Division, that just could not stand dealing with Phoenix in the offlane. Level 10, about to be picked up here by Squad 9. I don't expect anything out of the ordinary. We'll keep an eye out on the Greymane. We anticipate Curse Bullet for sure, but let's go for the throws.
Yeah. We got Flailing Swipe as well. No massive chef. You got a preference on that ultimate?
You have to see how it plays out. I understand both sides of it. You know, if you're facing a wombo combo and there are long cooldowns between APOC and Ring, I understand playing Link Swipe in those situations.
I'm always always feel it's a little bit safer in general.
I mean, your only target for massive shove is Diablo and then a misplaced Sonya. Big root comes out there. There's
Oh, huge Hanzo arrow into
It
APOC.
still winds up hit. Keep an eye on. Let's see what Soln can do here. Oh, Junkrat, goodbye. Wildcard looking to try to pick up an extra kill here.
I think they're only gonna get the one. Oh, there's a root. Nah, he's fine.
That's a short timer, though. On the death for what is APOC? I know that Durotan's couch wanted more than one. I know that Durotan's couch wanted more than one. Oh, the ring to be answered there.
Ring counter.
Riptire comes out as well. The Lornado is in effect here. Angel being pressured there by Diablo. And all of that was traded and nobody got a kill. Ronan Kitty should be going down here momentarily. He's stuck in a blizzard.
There we go.
The Lailing Swipe was used as well. Big Egg Roll now has the positioning onto Stukov. Somehow manages to wriggle out there. The Wildcard's looking to pick this one up. Angel eats an auto attack.
Hope out of position now.
Some fervor
flip.
there. Oh, Diablo in trouble. Does
Silent
Rayman go
counter
in? Still
kill.
has the jump.
There you go. Go for the throat.
Okay.
Actually, wasn't even used.
No, he really? I heard it.
Oh, there.
No,
There it is, there it is,
and Captain Wedge is in big trouble. Great entomb there. Zaldrith is looking to pick up this kill on the Sonya. Afish is in big trouble on the Jaina. Arrow came out as well. Sonya staying alive. We have yet another Lordnado.
40-second cooldown now.
But Squad
45.
9, 5 kills to 2.
Looking good. Looking very good.
That was interesting. Every heroic is on cooldown. Every heroic was used. Most of them at different times, but in the end, I think the Entomb is going to secure a frozen
Notable.
Punisher.
Stukov's healing is 10,000 healing more than Deckard already, so that might be one of our reasons here. A little less sustain.
Scroll of Identify is complete, so those big roots will do a lot more damage. But Sonya is headed down bot here just to get a little bit of split push.
Yeah, there's no tank to catch John Cena here.
Let's see where's Diablo at in terms of souls? He's only got 13 souls right now. That is a big problem. It's going to make this scary. There's the Punisher jump. It's on Deckard Cain. Val looking for a kill, but a zoning blizzard comes out. Squad 9 needs to start picking up fortifications here, but this Punisher is very low. Zaldrith goes in.
There's a huge mosh pit.
Fantastic play. Junkrat with the Riptire in the back hits both Jaina and Hanzo.
Big ring.
Counterplay is on. Big Egg Roll goes down yet again.
Aura might go down here. Yes, she will.
Could not get out of that last blizzard shot. I'd like to see Squad 9 jump back onto this fort. You have a gray main. Here comes the wave.
Yeah.
And they are going to hang out.
Yeah, there we go.
So, 2 for 1 in terms of kills. Cain and Diablo go down on the side of Durotan's couch. Stukov not able to evade the blizzard.
No, Captain Wedge won't engage.
That was close.
They get it for free.
And it's 1 1/4 level lead for Squad 9. They've, again, played extremely well. They're up 7 kills to 3. They won the trades. I got to give a shout out to DPS players, Hope and Angel. Doing good work here.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially Hope. It's scary to be a gray main player. Given this tank meta where every time you go in, you are under massive amounts of threat. Oh, Aura's in big trouble there. She turns around at the last second. Captain Wedge had that.
Hated the wrath.
Had
Oh,
the
no.
spear primed. Good power slide coming out from Zaldrith here. Everybody out. The scroll and the Lornado hit no one.
Just to disengage from the looks of it.
Yep, the couch is going to give up this camp. Squad 9 will say thank you.
Hanzo did elect for the explosive arrows, the 25% damage reduction on that.
I like the attempt at an aggressive play there by Durotan's couch. They're trying to force a fight before Squad 9 hits the 16 power spike, which should come into play for the next Punisher phase. They're about 3/4 of a level of a lead away.
Yeah, very wise.
Big wave up top here. Looks like Sonya's going to slide on up to grab that. But Durotan's couch did grab their own shaman camp. And if the objective spawns soon, they're not going to have access to this guy. Sonya is going to have to take care of this as Squad 9 moves to pick up theirs.
They can get some counter pressure on bottom with this Kazir, or middle with this Kazir camp
Squad 9
for
here
the least.
in a very strong position here. This is the second time that the Punisher has been mid lane. RNG gods have blessed them in that no action bottom. They'll have 16 shortly. Junkrat slides on out. Interesting. If you are Duratans here, are you even going to bother with this?
Yeah, 16 is not a talent tier you typically want to fight on. Mind you, it is in your weakened mid lane, so this could net a keep. Because I'm not sure they can soak 16 before that Punisher gets the keep wall.
They have no chance. In fact, you can see it now. Captain Wedge is going to have to take care of this top camp. Ronan Kitty with the strong positioning on Leoric there.
Are you looking for a gank on Captain Wedge as well?
Sonya? He's way past the wave. He still
I
hasn't
think he's
taken
fine.
care of the shaman, though.
Unless he rotates through.
Okay. He hit the spear there. All right. No damage done. It was risky for a little while. I think there was a play that could have been made, but do you need to?
Yeah.
Squad 9 think better of it. They're 20 skeletal defenders ahead. 16 is nowhere in sight, and we have our first laser Cena.
Here.
Oh, really? With 30 skeletal defenders picked up by Squad 9, Ronan Kitty is immediately going to move in. Big roll uses devastating charge to get out.
Arrows out. APOC.
Is the first part of it. Orluna this time evades the APOC. She has flailing swipe, is looking to use the Captain Wedge on the backside, but the Riptar comes out.
Big mosh pit.
Wow, great play there. Zaldrith winds up securing 2 kills through the mosh, along with the Riptire. Sonya is chased down.
Okay, Zaldrith might be carrying this game. That's 2 4-man mosh pits as well as 1 solidifying kill early on.
He's carried it. I think that's,
yeah.
No, I think you're right.
I mean, I might have a love for tank players, specifically ETCs, but pretty good.
He's doing a great job of it. Again, we talked about it in the pregame. Diablo is favored by the Couch. ETC is favored by Squad 9. We saw bans come through on neither of those heroes. They both have access to their preferred tanks. And now Squad 9 looking to pick up a keep. 16 still not picked up yet for Durotan's Couch. They have no side, so that's a keep.
See if they look for more, honestly. That Punisher slows about 30.
Leo down bottom to try to keep some passive soak. Very difficult to end the game here. Is it worth the risk while you have a keep?
No, you definitely want to play it safe, but get a little aggressive.
I love what I see here from Squad 9.
This could be another fort.
Yeah, this is the team that is in 8th place right now in Division C East. They are right on the playoff line. They have
looking good.
It's a difficult week when you got to start off with the Couch. Just picking up, one map here is a good play.
Oh, they're on a good head start now.
Absolutely. So, 18 3/4 for Squad 9. Durotan's Couch looking to just try to find a kill anywhere. I'm looking for Big Irritable to make a play. He winds up eating the Entomb there. He has nothing to queue out on the Silence Pool goes down as well. Daldrith is going to go in and secure this kill. The Riptire will confirm yet another kill on Diablo. Squad 9 now looking to back out.
Yeah, Deckard just doesn't have the kit to save that Diablo once that Entomb comes out.
They needed to be winning in the early game really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with Kayn. Your 4-man has to dominate and set up the entirety of your mid to late game. And
I think now they just really need one engaging as well.
Entomb is on a 15-second cooldown. Mosh Pit is up. This is
pushing this camp to core.
I think this is a little greedy without 20. But
I think you should be looking for. Will they back off now?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely need to look for 20 before forcing fight.
A bit of a missed
Why not,
opportunity
right?
there. Yeah, I think I like that Squad 9 was willing to show a little bit of aggression. Maybe they catch a kill, and then they can start thinking about core. But they're going to wind up painting the map red. 20.
There's the arrow. APOC.
Oh boy, that's another big mosh. So Daldrith winds up.
He's all alone though.
Does he have power slide? No. He's gone. The Lornado comes out. Aura uses Flailing Swipe to disengage. An over-aggressive mistake. They didn't need to make that play. They do capture the camp, but ETC is 50 seconds away. Luckily, the objective is not procced yet.
Yeah, fortunate timing. Won't be able to get too much on the map for the side of Durotan's Couch.
You know what? Like I said, it's an aggressive play. I think if APOC doesn't barely catch ETC on the edge, that's 2 kills. But again, did they need to make that risk? I don't think it's going to wind up punishing him again because the objective is not even on the 30-second cooldown.
Yeah.
They'll hit 20 in a second.
As long as they don't fight in the next 20 seconds, they're totally fine.
Squad 9 needs to wait specifically until Sonya shows. Here comes the collapse. And hope, excuse me.
Oh, this is a engage.
Junkrat in big trouble here. There's no disengage.
Or is going down for sure.
Can they get a counter kill though? The Riptide comes out. Oh, and Solm is stuck.
Oh.
But the
Oh,
Tornado.
synergy.
Decker getting some value there.
Yeah, Hanzo arrow missed us because of it though.
Misplays here from Squad 9. Just they needed to sit back until 20. They don't.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get punished for it. I don't believe they have any ability to go grab this Punisher. I would love to see Angel head top and try to pick this keep up. I think they're a little flustered on comms. The last two engages have not gone in their way.
Yeah. The Shaman Camp's getting pretty good value up top, but Sonya will be heading back now to deal with that, and they have enough skulls that she can leave.
Take top, keep wall.
I like that they didn't rush it and give them the 4v4. Just patient.
They're delaying here. I think they're thinking about some side camps.
Yeah,
but
it's fair.
At the
I
same
mean,
time,
level 6.
At the same time, I think Squad 9 not grabbing their own camp. I mean, it's 40. They know that Sonya's top. Mosh Pit is up, as is in Tune. There's no way they get this, right?
Pause comes out.
Okay. The risk here we'll just jump over and switch screens here to get off of this ugly pause screen. So the risk for Durotans is that in their quest to secure a last skeletal defender, do they take a kill? Sonya is going to be on her way back. She and Stukov will be there together. And I think that if Squad 9 wants to make an aggressive play, give this up. Let the Punisher start to push. Use your 20s to be when you are in behind.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real prerogative for them to do so. You still have fort defense as well.
All right, teams are ready.
Just play it safe, accept the damage.
I mean, again, they've made aggressive plays in the last two instances, and they did not work out. There we go.
There we go. If they stick around too long, too, and they get the skull, John Cena will be calling. Oh. Okay.
It's 39-30. This was 39-4?
Yeah, they're getting pretty close. I mean, Hanzo can just fire one Q in there and theoretically snipe it, but we'll see what happens.
This is a really strange spot. I did not expect to see Squad 9 even get to 15 or 20. Sonya is well behind Stukov in terms of time to get back here.
They might have to go before him. She gets there, actually.
Remember, this
Mind
is
you,
Wraths,
if they can pull their arrow APOC combo and stall for John Cena to come out, this could be a team wipe.
It could, but at the same time, if you use arrow APOC, you're probably not going, and you don't get 2 kills. I don't think you can't end the game with a snowball push. I think.
I mean, there's still 16s, right? Like no 20 advantage, or there still is the 20 advantage as well.
Oh yeah. Durotan's couch is about they've barely gotten into barely begun to go from 19 to 20. 11 kills to 5 right now. What an odd little an odd little spot that we didn't expect. Squad 9 giving back this opportunity to Durotans, but they're going to be forced with the situation that we're in to potentially have to force an engagement to grab one more skeletal defender. Okay, Squad 9 is ready. We'll actually wait
Waiting
on.
on one.
Yeah, we'll
There we go.
actually wait on the couch now.
Yeah, Squad 9 has a ton of shrine control and clear. So this last 10 skulls can go pretty darn quickly.
I want to see what Ronan Kitty does with Entomb here.
He could zone away. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I mean, you could just put
Oh,
it
that'd be such a nice play.
if you really because right now, again, we're on the bottom. Actually, let's. We're on the bottom objective spawn, so he has the ability to just drop Entomb over that choke point. All right. We're gonna wait a couple seconds. Let's jump back into game.
Okay.
Here we go, fam. Click, click. Nobody said anything. And there we go.
Looks like
There's
no
the
one
APOC
tuned.
combo.
There's the combo.
This is going to hit, and Junkrat's in big trouble. And the Frozen Punisher is claimed. All right.
See what he does.
APOC and Dragon Arrow were used. So the kill potential is gone. There's a big jump.
Done.
Keep an eye on A-Fish here. I thought that might have been a step up for Ring.
Captain Wedge is clearing out mid, so they're not going to engage on this.
No.
That was a big investment.
Keep an eye on Hope here. That Punisher jump should be 3 to 4 seconds away. Okay. And it winds up being eaten by Ronan Kitty on the Leorg, so no harm done. I'd like to see Squad 9 certainly give this up, but despite their over-anxiousness, pre-20, the defense holds.
Yeah. They're only going to lose a fort from this. Pretty good for a 19-minute Punisher.
And there is a wave on core. Only one cat. KB Mo, what's happening, buddy? I see you in chat there. Thank you for the shout out. Gotta be careful in this choke point. Here comes the scroll. It winds up hitting 2, but Ronan Kitty's at the
Wall
front there.
bang.
The ring is not gonna hit anybody. Zelda does have a teleport.
Kitty's all alone.
Oh, and the Lornado cancels the Riptire out. What a fun little interaction.
Yeah.
So
Ronan gets out there, too.
So ring
The
used.
spooky walk.
Yeah, ring used. Lornado, which has a low
40
cooldown.
seconds. Yeah.
But Riptire and Ring are going to be on the same shared cooldown. Durotan's Couch has an opportunity here, 100%, just because they have done an exceptional job of hitting Ring and APOC at the same time. Where they've lacked is that every time they've popped that combo, it has been too far away for Jano or Hanzo to follow up with damage.
Yeah. They use it as an engage tool, but they're not close enough, honestly, to get much out of it.
We're at the point, though, with both teams having level 20, throw out 20 talents up there, where if they execute that combo just a little better, it's over. Angel was darn close to eating a spear there from Captain Wedge.
With a ring on any of those targets, they're instantly dead.
We have 5 goats with a catapult.
All
The
rooted.
Couch will look to clean that up. This is a big flank opportunity here from Captain Wedge. Everything will be off of cooldown. Again, we're keeping an eye on the Ring APOC combo.
Another pause, okay. Yeah, Riptire's just coming off now. All good to go.
All right,
That department.
we'll back out yet again. Upgrade
This might be
your
might be
routers,
pretty
guys.
ambitious to push with this.
I'm not sure what the objective here is with this push. It's going to take you a long time to get back to safety.
Yeah, they're not the team with the hard engage either. So, I mean, obviously they're looking to try and bait out a kill to deal with the camp, but they're not the ones who can snap kill. So
It's a lot of pressure on Aura Luna. Let's see if I can I queue this up? I can. She does have 3 stacks on the Flailing Swipe level 20 upgrade.
likely get to use one of those on Captain Wedge if he comes on that flank.
It has to avoid the APOC.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Ronan Kitty, we live in a house with a total of 12 people in it, and we all share the internet. So you have the that is a college house right there.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. 12 people, one house.
Oh,
Good
that's a
stuff.
lot of people. I'm trying to think about the most people I lived with when I was in school. I think if we got more than 4, it was just too much testosterone in the building.
That's fair. That is fair. If I could share my internet with you, I would. Oh, that's
All right,
nice.
both teams are R. All right. Counting soon. I want to give them as much warning as possible because the last time that happened. And we're back.
Wedge is slinking around. Not going to come from that aggressive flank angle.
They have a little bit of passive top push. There's the arrow. There's the
combo.
APOC. Aura winds up actually evading it. Great play by Aura. The silence comes out and Hanzo goes down, but the ring is going to be huge here. Can we get some counter kills coming out here? Stukov is gone. Diablo is gone. ETC is gone. And Ronin Kitty trying to escape there. Is he chased down?
Hope might be in trouble now.
But Hope is doing a fantastic job of
Jeez,
chunking down Sonya.
yeah.
Diablo's souls were used.
Huh. I think it's a net win for the side of Squad 9 because the souls will be lost.
30 seconds before top objective comes up. So, opportunity for both Stukov and ETC to come back. This Shaman can't
They'll be 10 seconds late.
So, during that push, which we were sort of uncertain of, Squad 9 winds up giving up their top well. That is huge.
Yeah.
Again, what is the value in them just running it down mid? I know I know everybody wants to make Alex proud, but you don't have to run it down. Didn't have to run it down.
You really didn't. I mean, they lost that fort as well. If they end up losing this Punisher, it gives them a little bit of a cushion to not lose the game outright.
This is the first time that Durotan's Couch has had, I guess, what we would consider to be a win condition.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep an eye on the bottom goat camp as well. We'll see if that guy winds up picking a keep. 2 Caddis stacked mid as Durotan's Couch begins the objective. They're about 15 ahead. Everything is available. APOC coming right off a cooldown. Aura's got to be careful here. Dibbles is going to be looking for the wall bang.
Conceding positioning from the looks of it. Maybe just looking for that hero.
Big egg roll being chased by a trap here. So he winds up eating the trap. Silence coming out as well. Captain Wedge is in a bit of trouble. Does wind up popping Wrath. The zone from Ronin comes out.
There's the arrow.
The arrow only hit one. The APOC is going to hit
late.
nobody. Captain Wedge is deep here. But Aura is
Sonya's doing
damage.
work.
And then there's a Lornado to disengage.
They still got the 30, or they're about to hit 30 on the skulls.
Keep an eye on Zalders here. He's with APOC gone. If he can catch Diablo, I think he's got a chance to pull off another big Mach. Captain Wedge is completely isolated here. Riptire comes out. It's going to be zoning. Wildcard eats that Riptire, but Zalders is in big trouble. So there's a counter kill. ETC goes down, but at the same time, Captain Wedge is done.
Big ring and root
is in big trouble, but is anybody going to kill Decker Kane? Yes. Big Egg Roll is the last man standing on this point. Afish is going back. The core is at 70%, 68 and counting.
Oh, Hope's going to sniff her out. Get the interrupt. Shoot her. There you go.
Great play by Hope. Even if you take that death here, I think it's worth the game. 50% on core. No one is back there. This cat is going to start to slide up. So now Squad 9, they know what's happening. They're going for core. Shield
this is an excellent decision.
Fantastic. I mean, they gave up the objective, but it is just Diablo and Jaina. Diablo's at half health. You've got a Junkrat who eats a little bit of Blizzard. There's the trait on Bio kill switch. Ronin Kitty steps up. He does have Entomb. The zone on the silence. Big Egg Roll has too many targets and no APOC for 15.
There's Aura Luna's swipe.
So Squad 9 gets it done.
Yeah. Looked a little shaky at the end of the game there. A little bit of comeback.
So the third time they ran it down mid, it worked.
Yeah, the third time, exactly. Yeah.
The third time.
Fool me once, fool me twice. Third time.
However, I do have to commend them. They were in control of that game. They just wound up getting too anxious pre-20. And it cost them. They dealt with a couple setbacks. Actually wound up giving up the last 2 objectives.
Yeah.
But they did. Yeah. They did quite enough. Actually, wound up leading in kills 16-8. They were ahead, I think, 11-5.
Zaldreth, monster game. big
Absolutely.
mosh pits.
And
Aura did
this
a
is
great job.
this is what sucked about playing ETC. You go 0-3, but you hit two 4-man monstres. So in Zadolf's eyes, your player impact score suffers. But
Hmm.
here in the lecture hall, we know what ETC is about.
Oh yeah, he's the cow man. He's
Oh
making all
man.
the plays.
Shout out to Angel on the Junkrat. I think the Riptire only got disrupted maybe once. I
I
think
think
it
it was
wound
a
up. It
Lord
went,
NATO might have got it twice. I think.
maybe, but I think he made good adjustments late game there.
Yeah.
With the Riptire, I specifically saw him use it just to zone out Hanzo and Jaina from following up on damage.
Yeah, that was a big
He
issue for their engages early on.
or she, I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions here.
It's true. I felt Captain Wedge did a pretty commendable job on the Sonya as well, putting a lot of pressure onto the back line of Squad 9.
Hmm.
The never-ending what is that? The 20 for Deckard healing talent,
Oh,
replenishing potions, or
yeah. It's just a lot of
a couple of
punch.
those in the back line for her, and she was just doing work.
We'll go
Looked
ahead
good.
and fire our lobby up shortly. We will be headed to Tomb of the Spider Queen for map number 2. Let's go ahead and get this. This is the map choice of Squad 9 Alpha. I think we're done seeing Deckard Cain for the night. At least
Yeah,
here.
yeah, probably.
It's not that it was played
Unless
poorly.
maybe Squad 9 wants to give it a go. We'll see.
Yeah, again, not that it was is played poorly, but what do you do against a Riptire?
Yeah.
You,
There's no burst mitigation at all.
no. Which really I think how we're going to specifically see Deckard Cain evolve when he's available for MSB for the midseason brawl in a couple weeks. I can almost guarantee that you will see Deckard Cain specifically played with like Tyrael, maybe a Zarya or a Tass. Like he needs to have something else.
I think he does need that cross supporting. Maybe the Blaze Tyrael, Sanctification Bunker style, or
Right.
you get the hyper carry. But I mean, that's the other thing. He doesn't really contribute that much to the hyper carry comp with the Tassadar because he's not really giving that extra healing to the carry.
It's again, it's going to be tricky. Like ETC with Prog Rock up front.
Yeah, that might
I,
help out.
I'm seriously surprised we don't see a lot more Zarya. If only because like, did anybody else like see the fact that Graviton Surge is on like a 60-second cooldown?
Yeah.
Like it times up really well with a lot of objectives on the map right now, and a late pick Zarya it just throws teams off, and I haven't seen it enough here in NGS, and I actually would like to see it more. At least I'd try it.
HGC a couple weeks ago in Korea, actually. They rocked the Zarya where I thought they were going to pick the Tassadar, but as a replacement on Battlefield of Eternity for more single target damage on the Immortal, and it worked really well. Big fan.
But you brought up Tyrael Blaze, which is a strong tank combination anyway, and those two heroes have not seen any sort of nerfs. Both teams are ready, so we'll jump in here for Tomb of the Spider Queen. Other changes you want to see here? I mean, again, we talked about Cain. It seems like everybody got what they wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm banned on that ETC. It played pretty well.
I think the same thing with Diablo too. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, honestly.
We talked about it in the pregame. One team likes Diablo, the other team likes ETC. They both got it, and Zaldrith comes away with a win.
Cow better than Devil, confirmed.
Ban over on the side of Durotan's couch.
Phoenix went through the entire draft last game. No picks, no bans.
Yeah, they didn't change his Q. They didn't change his auto attack damage. It was a slight reduction to the range bonus from Phase Bomb. So his wave clear is still there, but the warp changes were the big one, and health as well as shield.
Yeah, and regen for both.
Yeah,
well.
So I mean, he's softer and obviously squishier. But I think if you find yourself in a position where he's available at later in the draft and you don't feel like you're going to be pressured by the other team's front line, I still think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, we'll see if he makes an appearance this time around. Maiev ban coming out. Don't want to deal with the polls.
Nope. Maiev still strong. She still does what a Maiev does.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Durotan's Couch has played like almost any Maiev. Taking a peek here, they played 2 Maiev games earlier in the season, but they prefer to go with the Maiev ban.
Fair enough. If you don't like her, get rid of her for sure.
Especially if you like specifically running Sonya as your offlaner.
Yeah.
Like, even though she has, obviously insane survivability, a lot of times it's difficult to, take Sonya, put backline pressure on, and then look and see that the rest of your 4-man is locked inside a cage, and you just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's where Blaze, I think, deals a little bit better. Adds a
Oh,
little extra layer of protection.
love me some Blaze.
What's the ban coming out here? Maybe that Diablo?
I'd 100% get rid of her. They take the
Malfurion
Malfurion
once again. Maybe they want them to go Kane.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Stukov pickup, though.
Yeah, I would like that.
I don't think Durotan's goes with the Kane again.
I hope not.
There's too many things you would have to ban out as a counter. He's got to be picked late against, slow poke comps, I guess. Oh. Okay, so
there's a statement.
This is really interesting. So, listen, it's NA. Like, any NA tank player, like, grew up playing ETC, so to say. But this is the first time that, and I'm just checking my scouting here, that Big Egg Roll has played ETC.
Yeah, he's coming out party then. Let's see what he can do. We saw it from Zelda last game.
I don't, and Squad 9 doesn't really go hard with the Diablo here, but Garrosh is on the board. Stukov is on the board as well. It's the first day of the balance patch. Stukov Garrosh would not surprise me.
It'd be a strong opener. Good kill comp. Stukov Greymane. Okay.
Like the
Greymane did very well. Hope played very well.
Stukov still at the top of the supports.
Yeah, looks that way. Adds a little more sieging potential on Tomb, which is pretty handy, considering you're dealing siege or dealing with siege pretty much half the game. So pretty strong.
We'll have to see what the couch looks at as the third support here.
Could be an Uther for that Divine Mosh. But I'd like that in the next phase if they do decide to go there.
It could, but are you going to get enough healing output as an Uther on Tomb? That's always, because like the minute you see Uther, you look at the other side and you go, all right, we're just going to take Gul'dan and make your life a hell.
Yeah,
right? I mean, that's...
You got a little cloak and dagger, hide it to the end.
Right.
And then, I don't know. You get EDC with Prog Rock too. That'll help out a bit.
Unless they have some kind of crazy priority in support here, and we're about to find out. Okay, Rhaegar. And the Nazebo! I gotta do it. We've got the Witch Doctor, baby.
That was brilliant. Well done.
Listen, I gotta work on it. I mean, when I dip down into like Div C and D, where they play by their own rules, and they have some guys who just love Nazebo, you gotta have it ready.
I was not ready. This is my first Nazebo casting experience, so I'm excited.
Well, it's Tomb, and I had that 35-minute game, so please no.
Yeah, Nazebo late game is kind of insane.
It's just, are you going to wind up being able to hold out for that long? But
that's the issue.
There's a lot of DPS now available for Squad 9 to move into. And they take the Rhaegar. So they consider Rhaegar to be the next support. They have played Rhaegar. I believe they have shown it in the past to be the support that they look at behind Stukov and Malfurion.
Okay. Yeah, Rhaegar is just a good safe pick. He's got lots of healing, good cleanse, a little bit of camp control as well. I like it. I mean, if you're gonna pick him early in the draft, like he's a much safer choice than Uther or Karazim, in my opinion.
It looks like Durotan is going to move into like the full-on wave clear. Because of that, I'd actually like to see them think about a Johanna ban.
Hmm.
You got Rhaegar, you got Naz. I hope they're not going to put Naz in the solo lane. But you have ETC who can just kite out whenever he needs to. So if
I'd
they're
point out I'd point out the Garrosh, but they didn't pick it up in the last phase, so likely not looking for it because the Greymane was probably not as much contention.
Junkrat, okay. Listen, another wise man. Don't give him the same draft.
Yep.
So Garrosh and Johanna both available.
Hurting the wave clear potential you're pointing out as well with the Junkrat ban.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Hanzo gone again. Phoenix is still out there.
Yeah, he's a thing. All the mages still up.
Is
Maybe we'll see that
anybody?
Gul'dan. He got a good
Yeah.
little buff.
I mean, you can still run Kael'thas. You are not banned from running it. You just can't pick Pyroblast, which
I mean,
it's
I think
Pyroblast.
I think that's okay.
It's not really good. It's been a long time since Pyroblast has been the meta.
All right. So tank damage and offlane. What offlane there would you like to see?
I,
He was
I,
pretty good Leoric showing last game.
I think you hold it. Because I don't think you know if it's offlane to Zebo or not. I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
and
That's fair.
Leo's a comfort pick. It should just be there. I mean, you have everything is available right now. They take it anyway.
Leo.
And the Muradin.
Okay. It's fair. Muradin, good safe tank.
Always does well into ETC.
Yep. Rotationally pretty strong. Can gank that bottom lane pretty easily.
Kicknaz, wait, Bobo was the voice actor for Nazebo? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just, yeah, why not? I did it. Okay. Jaina is going to be up for Squad 9.
Yeah. Do you want to go with the Nazebo Jaina though?
It's a lot of magic damage.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm. It does bring a lot more follow up than anything else to the mosh pit.
it's just such a question of whether or not they're going to put Nazebo bot lane or whether they're going to use him to go, in the top mid rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Like Genji is still available right now, and I think that would be a really nice little wrinkle if the couch wants to go in that direction. Arthas Tychus.
Ah,
God,
okay.
that wave clear is just insane.
All right. All right. Arthas, a little bit of counter to the Greymane. Does I think fairly well. I don't know. The Leoric Arthas is a little tricky. Then Tychus.
That winds up being a bit of a skill matchup, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
That matchup is about who can wind up bullying for globes.
Hmm.
Tychus shreds Leoric, does pretty well into Muradin. Again, we talked about the CDR for the bigger they are coming through with the balance patch. I'd hope to see
What he
that.
does. Oh, Gul'dan. All right. The new skin. Oh, looks good.
And he took the right tint. Thumbs up.
Nice.
We were looking for a mage. Wasn't sure which one it's going to be. The A-Fish also, shout out. I like that skin. There's been a hypothesized and prophesized Gul'dan W build. I don't know if we're going to see that. But it does look like a neat way to play the video game now.
It would be very interesting. I really liked the buff to Curse of Exhaustion. So its added function is when Drain Life is cast on an enemy who's affected by corruption, it deals 50% increased damage and slows the target by 25%.
That is a really, really cool way to merge those talents. So it winds up, so it starts off. So hold on, it's a 25% slow while you're using Drain Hope, and then when corruption expires, it's a 50% slow.
Exactly.
There's
That's
very
so much CC.
Yeah, but there's very few slows that actually scale up, even though you have to sort of make the right play.
Yeah, it's true, eh? Usually
Right?
they debilitate.
Kind of neat.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, we'll keep an eye on that Gul'dan build.
It seemed like a really odd buff to me, because, I mean, Curse of Exhaustion was still pretty good. Hunger for Power.
They did that with a couple, didn't they? Like across this balance patch, I felt like there was a couple of talents that, wound up taking another talent's functionality.
Yeah, they kind of just absorbed them into two a couple times.
All right, On the side of Durotan's couch, looking to split this series, Captain Wedge is going to be on that Arthas. Great Skinnergy. Big Egg Roll sniping the ETC from Zaldritha. Afish will be playing the Nazeebo. Wild card on the Tychus. And Suln will be playing the Rhaegar.
And for Squad 9 Alpha, we have Angel on that sweet Gul'dan skin,
Oh,
Hope on Greymane, Zaldreth on Murden, or Luna again on the Stukov, and Ronan Kitty again on his Leoric. Oh god.
is he? I'm going to let Chad answer that question. Corruption at level 1 for Gul'dan. Everything else looking pretty standard. I don't see anything out of there. We've got the Man Murden build. No, we don't. We have Third Wind. Boo. Man.
You like the stacking?
Kids, just pick the stack. Oh, big egg roll. I thought he might have had it. I was very surprised he didn't go in on.
Yeah, double root on
and
squishies.
in there. Playing it passive so far. No, I'd take the stacking on Murden. Because once you get to 20 and you can just one-shot somebody, it's just worth it.
Nuts.
It's worth all those times that you felt like you had to back out with your lesser trait.
Good. 4-man rotation coming out.
Just want to take a quick peek here.
Squad 9.
On the Leo, Assign a renewal. Pressure here on Big Egg Roll. Angel using the Drain Life. Chunks him down.
Ooh, big wall. And he just rips his way out of that one.
Toad build for Afish. Toad build seems like standard.
Yeah, I see a lot of it. Well, the odd time I see Nazeebo, I should say.
You gotta play more unranked.
Yeah, apparently. Too many serious games for me.
And right now, Squad 9 is winning the wave clear battle. Captain Wedge here is gonna look. He can hit a 3-man route, and he hits a no-man route.
Okay. Yeah, that Gul'dan really helped their wave clear.
Again, a little surprised. I haven't seen an aggressive power slide here yet from Big Egg Roll. There's a lack of CC outside of Murden, though.
Yeah, you have like just the Aura Luna Silence. That's it in the slow.
Taking a peek at bottom here. Ronan Kitty has not moved off of bottom. Arthas has shown up mid here for the occasional poke. Trying to stack his root quest. Level 4 about to come online. Flash up our talents here as Squad 9 is winning the XP race by a wave. They're also 9 gems up. Full Toads.
11 stacks for corruption. Pretty good.
Oh, Zaldrith looking for Afish there.
Slides on through.
Ooh, defensive slide. Angel uses the Drain Life, and that does a fair bit of healing. Hope has 23 gems right now. I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's
I'd like
a lot of gems for a Greymane.
I mean, they're up by again about 10. I'd like to see them just use bottom turn and.
Hope steps out. He's gonna get bumped to towers.
So many gems. Great jump back. Does Zora have the? No, Captain Wedge is going to get the kill, but there's an opportunity here to turn on Arthas. Wildcard is putting a ton of damage on Angel here with the minigun.
Big trouble.
And Angel's going to go down as well. Big misplay.
Oh, don't forget the gems.
Some Squad 9. Excuse us. And a pause. Norian, contributing to the ETC top or bottom debate. Clearly he's a bottom. If he was on top of you, you get squashed.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
We'll see how it shakes out.
All right, so the misstep from Greymane, I don't think Squad 9 has sort of picked up on the rotations here from... Oh, that's the wrong screen. Has picked up on the rotations here from Captain Wedge. He has popped up at multiple opportunities to what looks like just see if he can get some root.
A root. Anything, yeah.
But in that,
I think he's...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I think he's looking for the questing stacks as well, and then just looking up, clears the wave, comes up, see if he can get anything.
Absolutely.
For a gank. It's good use of the Arthas, really. Extra range.
But that time just way too far stepped up on the Greymane.
Oh, for sure. He had no business picking up those gems. It was 2/3 of the way in.
Squad 9 had, I want to say 45-ish. I'm actually trying to see if I can use the delay to take a peek.
There's 20 gems right in for that tower that really needs to get picked up.
Oh, that's going to be so close.
Zeldreth should have time to go back for him.
We can actually see it. I know we teams right now discussing Westworld and The Handmaid's Tale. Okay, a little bit of a little bit of a water cooler discussion, but we can see it here. Pings are on top of that 20 gem drop. It is right underneath the safe mid lane tower. I haven't caught up on Westworld.
Nor have I. I've seen the new season. Pretty excited too, though.
Too much odds, man.
Yeah, too much odds. Not enough odds. Let's be real. Can never get too much. You're almost there. Okay.
Well, I know. I just kind of teased it a little bit. I mean, casting, playing. It's a lot. Are you casting next season? I know I was bugging you about it before.
I intend to.
Right
I can't really do much in terms of casting on my own because my internet is just god awful. But I'd like to be kind of the co-caster guy who'll just float around, hop into people's casts.
It's NGS. For the audience out there, if you are interested in co-casting, there is always an opportunity. And this season, we've actually taken quite a few people that were like tentatively in the same position. We're like, I just want to co-cast. I'm not sure. And now you see like Felindrith is grabbing games. Swing is grabbing games. I think Deep Marcon's actually grabbing games as well.
Yes, he is. Him and I were supposed to cast, I think, last week, the week before. I can't remember. But the game ended up getting canceled on us.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, we were scheduled to have a doubleheader today with my boys on TNC going up against Ari and the Yit bosses, but they had to move that game.
Yeah, a lot of rescheduling. Can be tough. We got a couple of readies coming out. There we go.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get that. Oh. Nope. Ari didn't get it.
Yeah, it's a big loss.
Bad, man. I was surprised Aldrich didn't go grab that. Okay, so the couch now has they have just completed the 50 gem pickup, 30 on the side of Squad 9.
If my math is right, that's 49 total for blue.
You'll see it light up.
Just enough. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Which is a really cool little subtle change. I don't know when that came in.
I think the 2018 changes, maybe.
Nice little touch. Shout out to whoever's working the UI. And now Durotan's couch takes a half-level lead. They were well behind early. They're looking for bottom turn-in.
Lots of turn-ins there.
Big egg roll.
ETC might. No, if Zaldrith doesn't go from the
He's got
peak.
Got it. They have a mid-camp pushing here. Zaldrith is under big pressure here.
Strong.
That's going to be a dead murd. And Captain Wedge using the Frost.
We talk about tanks a lot here. Arthas might be the MVP of this game so far.
Agree. He's, again, done a great job of rotating. Has not been under pressure from Leoric. And now it's Durotan's Couch's opportunity to run it down mid. They'll get rid of the wall before the Web Weavers spawn. They still have about a half-life mage minion who now walks into the silence.
There you go. Wedge is tanking towers, though. Leo will clear out bottom pretty easily. But this will likely be a... Arthas is leaving.
They're backing off.
Not a fort, then. Is it fort? I can't tell.
I'm just unsure if they want to step up here. There goes the silence pool.
Yeah, they're going to go top.
Not taking rid of this top wall here. I think that might have actually wound up costing them. That's a small little adjustment. Get rid of your walls. Especially with the Stukov. He's... the Stukov is going to use the walls to his advantage to create choke points. If you get rid of those walls, you have an opportunity then to jump on him. And now that Lurking Arm's cooldown has been increased, he's a lot easier to get onto. And take advantage of poor Lurking Arm use. Top wall gone. Mid wall, mid well gone. Half a fort as well. Bottom, nice and healthy.
Yeah. Pretty, a reasonable first turn in, I'd say. Pretty good.
Not bad, not bad. And, not getting a kill or a fort, but at the same time, play safe. You've got the advantage here, and now...
Yeah, you're already up, so...
Yeah, Durotan's Couch has the ability just to sort of sit back and goaltend a little bit until they get to level 10.
Turn-in is available for...
Are they not going to... They don't smell this out. Keep an eye on Zaldrith here. Arthas, if he steps up a little bit more...
Wedge can get the internet. Oh, he's in trouble.
Missed the Storm Bolt, but the aura is out, and Arthas gets out. Gives up a turn-in, though. Evades the gank attempt. Stormbolt
Hope now
just
gonna get power slid on.
He has a jump. Doesn't even
He
have to
gets out.
use it yet. This is good body blocking from Zaldrith.
Yeah,
Arthas
very good.
winds up going down as Ronin Kitty confirms the kill. Bottom is going to be under big pressure here. That fort is gone. I don't think anybody is going to be able to get down there. And Durotan's Couch will not have access to level 10s. They will not be able to defend this turn. I'm sure that Squad 9 is going to pick this XP up based on the siege damage they're going to be able to put out. This game might be turning again.
Yeah, and Squad 9 gets to run it down mid, as they like.
You got to run it down mid. It's the lane. Oh,
Ah, Leo's
Leo?
going... Oh, he gets right out.
Aura with
Close call.
the pickup.
Yeah.
Level 10 is right there. This top web weaver is about half health. They've got
Arthas is
10.
backed on that bottom port.
Leo is not with him yet. Here comes Leo. There's definitely going to be an Entomb play.
No, for sure. Right on this.
But does the couch get 10 off of Arthas? Here comes Ronin Kitty on the Leoric. Has not shown yet. Is there. Keep an eye on Tychus for sure. Then Tychus is inside the Entomb, but the Mosh Pit comes out, hits 4,
Good
horrified.
spear.
Immediately
It's a little
winds
too
up
late.
getting ETC deleted. Albert
Oh,
is
he's out.
here. Has not used Avatar yet. He's safe. There's the Avatar pop. Gary the Guard doing work. ETC, though, goes down. A great horrified.
Arthas on the flank. Big root. Zaldrith's going down.
There's a counter kill. Captain Wedge.
Captain
great
Wedge
job.
now.
Has to
Oh,
use
there we
army.
go.
Keep an eye on
There's
Hope.
the army. Great job. Yeah, that's the tricky thing with Arthas. You think you're gonna kill him, then he just pops his ult, and he's totally
Hey, man.
fine.
Hit the R button, win the video game.
Yeah, pretty good.
So in
That
that
bottom
fight,
fort
yep. Oh, I
took a
thought
beating.
I thought it was going down for sure.
Yeah, it just holds on.
That's a lot of couch XP right there, that the couch defended. Dad joke unintended. Shout out to Angel there. A really quick reaction horrify onto the mosh pit. Had
Yeah, that
everyone
was-
but Gul'dan.
That was huge.
Sooner or later,
Also resulted in ETC's immediate kill and the loss of the ancestral cooldown as well.
Hope here trying to put a little bit of pressure on the A-Fish. Curse Bullet this time instead of go for the throat. Flailing Swipe yet again. We've seen Gary the Guard, Mosh. We've seen just about everything. Ancestral just missed.
Zaldrith,
He's got a wall to jump over if he has his E.
there's the bump. You gotta hold the bump for the jump, guys. I had the kill.
Hey, that's what happens when you don't play ETC all season.
Exactly. You gotta one trick him. He's great.
The couch does not have access to their turn, and I would really like to see Squad 9 back off, defend, and maybe pick up their own camp. Ronin Kitty is here bottom, chunking away down there. One point that just kind of got interrupted there. Sooner or later, Leo is going to pull ahead of Arthas in the bot lane and prevent him from making these free, easy rotations up to mid. I don't know when the point is going to come across, but this bottom camp has to be responded to.
Hope's a little far out mid lane. Arthas is gonna be right on him.
Action up top. The root hits. Gul'dan is there.
Yeah.
Nice and safe.
No ETC to follow up, so he get away.
Durotan's Couch does have a turn in. There's one delay from Zaldrith. A-Fish is trying to step up here. Between A-Fish and
corruption.
everybody else. Oh, the
Good
Horrify
fear.
came out. There's the silence. ETC now has a free mosh pit if he wants to use it. Winds up kiting out. 27 gems on Leoric, and Ronin Kitty is gone.
Oh,
here
big
comes Captain
brute.
Wedge. Let's see if Tychus can wind up securing kills. There goes
Or
Flailing
Luna could
Swipe.
disengage.
Angel is out. And we also saw Ancestral Healing, so... Oh, Captain Wedge yet again on the back line. Odin confirms mid-fort. At the same time, Giants confirm bottom fort. Durotan's Couch has a turn-in. Weenus! With the right number of bits. Thank you, brother. Always good to see you. You're doing the good Lord's work. And by good Lord, I mean Smithel. Durotan's Couch
One and
looking,
only.
looking to get a turn-in here. Zeldrith zoned out by Captain Wedge.
Giants now on that key bottom wall, getting some work done.
And a really wise play here by Squad 9. The Couch has to back up to deal with bottom camp. They have an opportunity to use their own mid camp. Counter pressure. Mid camp is stronger than a web weaver. Good play. We'll
Yeah,
see.
pretty good map manipulation. I like it.
13's picked up here. We do see lingering spines. Smart pickup. Leo is working into the E build. Big egg roll has Zeldrith zoned out.
Huge entomb.
Nice play. But Ronan Kitty's got a long way to go to get back out. Arthas is going to be chased down here. Keep an eye on Captain Wedge's route. It winds up hitting
Big
two.
root.
We
Mosh pit. Oh, it's
the
been feared again.
Again. Oh, Angel. Whew, you are living up to that name.
No kidding.
Squad 9 looking to disengage here. They're lower in terms of health. I think the trade heal was used right there. Big Egg Roll has an opportunity to pick up Zaldrith here. There is
Wedge getting turned on. Army should be out.
Ancestral's available. And
There's
there's Arthas is out of mana though. It's going to make this siege a little difficult. Web Weavers are slowly pushing.
Bottom lane's in some trouble. Mid forward or mid keep wall.
They
Taking
should
some
be okay
damage.
there. They're not going to lose a keep. And keep an eye out because Entomb is up and ready.
They still have Curse Bullet as well.
Captain Wedge
Now
uses
that
the zoning route.
Cooldowns are actually showing. It's pretty nice.
Thank you, Blizz. We can deal with the core issue. God, that was an annoying bug.
Yeah, you can see the shielding.
Durotan's Couch now out of gems, and they will have to play for the 16s. They're going to 5-man bomb bottom. They've given up their positioning. Squad 9 needs to turn in. I don't think they saw that rotation.
They are simply pushing right now. You're going to turn top now. This should be fine.
Absolutely. Ronan Kitty has 35. Hope has 37.
Wedge is going to go for the inner row.
He eats the Storm Bolt.
There's Curse Bullet. He needs to be careful.
He has an army, though. And Hope did not finish the turn in. Oh, Zaldrith.
Now it's Zaldrith in trouble.
Doesn't have Avatar for another 5 seconds. Is he going to live through this? No.
Goes down.
Big poison comes out from Gul'dan, but it is not enough.
I feel like we're just talking about Arthas and Gul'dan constantly. Both just having huge games.
Doing a good job. Boss pit time. I think this is my favorite one.
Yeah, it's I think it's the most pit-like boss pit as well. The 2 small entry points.
Hope has 40 gems. Like, he does not need to be making this play.
No.
Not getting away from Arthas if he gets caught. Okay. Turn in. I'm begging you, BB. Okay. So Hope goes for the turn in just to try to cancel out this top push. Does wind up securing it. And Squad 9 will...
He's not mounted.
Oh, for it! Oh, boy.
Calculated. 100% calculated.
Those are the things that makes the difference in a game. Because if Aura gets caught out, maybe if Hope feels like with that Greymane that needs to turn and try to protect, that's 2 kills, that can wind up being game.
Easily.
Check your bushes, kids.
Boss and 16s as well.
Let's throw our 16 talents up there. 206 stacks for Nazebo, so Violent Infection will be done. At the same time, Corruption was completed rather easily by Angel.
Yes. He or she, we don't know.
Or she, who knows?
Has hitting those very well. And the fears have been just on point.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of poison damage at level 20 between those 2 characters. Only guy left is this poor, lonely top Web Weaver. Let's throw our damage stats up there as well. Angel on the Gul'dan leading the game. Up second, Tychus on the flip side. Played by Wildcard.
Surprised me a little bit.
Ronan Kitty has E.
Oh,
double silence. That's a big cooldown. And Ronan Kitty has a odd positioning. Pins in Captain Wedge here, but he's under.
And Central comes out.
Here's Avatar as well. Odin used. Big Egg Roll holds the mosh. And everybody just trade.
Full disengage.
A lot of cooldowns for nothing. Ancestral, now on cooldown. Horrify, Avatar. The 2 short cooldowns that will be up soon.
Still have Mosh and Army. And Gary the Gargantuan was not used.
This top fort is sitting there as well.
Angel's a little far out.
I think Ronan's got the flank. They're really trying to get Hope to turn in here. Wildcard
Wildcard. Real far.
Big trouble, but they're all clumped up here. Big Egg Roll's on the backside. You know the Mosh is coming in.
Mosh
3, 2, Caps, 3. Aura Luna trying to step up. Does not use Flailing Swipe. That's 2 kills.
Yeah, that was a big time play.
You can see it coming. They went for the Tychus kill, and they had a Rhaegar to babysit. Wildcard lives. Great flank from Big Egg Roll.
Grenade could block the jump.
Okay.
Nope, Silence comes out and saves him.
Durotan's Couch continues to play the aggressive game. They are up 7 kills to 2.
Curse bullet on wedge. Chunks him a bit.
Zones him out. Nothing really doing there.
Yeah. Just peeking, saying hello.
There's a silence pool. Okay, Zelda thinks nothing of it. Gul'dan back momentarily. 53 gems for Durotan's Couch. They're going to need 2 waves to pick this up.
All in all, pretty closed game, actually. Considering they have another turn in almost there.
Even though Squad 9 hasn't been able to confirm the kills that they want, they have played very well defensively. Again, you've talked about the Horrifies. They've been on point.
2 kills to 7.
They don't see
currently.
this Nazebo. He's unmounted. Okay. And now, Durotan's Couch will march up. They don't quite have enough to turn in. Squad 9's trying to sneak one here. No mosh for 30.
That's a big cooldown. Look for the fight. And Giants pushing bottom as well.
Wildcard in a little bit of trouble here. Ronan Kitty missing the Entomb, but I think there's like a weird spot where he can pin in there. The retreat from Leo.
Root.
Pressure onto Valdrith.
Avatar's
Zombie
forced
Wall's
out.
in there, too.
Ancestral as well. Odin's out.
That's a lot of cooldown for one Arthas.
Big fear on the back line. Arthas is on an island.
Low. There's Army.
Ooh, big power slide.
And the
Or
sword
with a
disengage.
good disengage.
Oh, does Captain Wedge get out? Just
Valdrith. I just looking to get some cute stacks, I guess.
Every cooldown was used there to save Arthas. He had Army popped, took the Ancestral for himself. Captain Wedge now has even a spooky hand. This should be bottom 4. The Nazebo pressure in terms of siege is way too much for Squad 9 to deal with.
Entomb comes out.
Another one on a wild card, but where's the kill?
Follow up. Curse bullet did chunk him, but that was it.
You know, just a weird little wrinkle here, and Hope has played, you know, great in both of these games. I feel like we wanted Curse Bullet in the first game and go for the throat in the second game.
Yeah. It's
just those small things, you know, because they've targeted the Tychus really well, and Ancestral has been used defensively, specifically on tanks quite often, but there's very little kill secure, and Tychus seems to be making it out of these fights every single time. Bottom keep has gone down. Durotan's Couch has no gems, but they do pick up level 20 Flash Art, 20 talents. Upgrades include Death Metal. Gary the Garg is going to tank this. Egg Roll goes for it. The swipe comes out. Angel's
going down.
Done. The Horrify hits 3 people. Yeah, it's not going to really matter there. That is going to be top keep. Odin will be used to confirm it. Oh, Nazebo is just doing work.
Yeah, big red buttons. Dora.
Witch Doctor Poison combined with Wildcard is definitely going to wind up being this game. Or Eluda just can't keep up with Vital Infection at level 20. Murden goes down. Greymane.
Level 20 Nazebo's pretty good.
How many stacks was that? That had to be about 250. 271.
271, yeah.
Core will go down. Durotan's Couch will secure game number 2. They will split the series. Earn themselves
points
a
for
draw.
everyone.
Hey. But I do think a victory for Squad 9.
Yeah, all in all, standing-wise.
They need to grab points. They're in a position where sitting here in 8th place, every little bit helps. Certainly, Durotan's Couch was the favored team.
Yeah, if you can get the upset, pretty good.
So let's let team know we are in. So, shout out to that game. Wildcard played really well. But I think we are both in agreement. I think Captain Wedge was the MVP.
Yeah, huge plays. I think if Angel, I don't know, Gul'dan was pretty impactful. Like, that game could have been over if those Horrifies weren't on those mosh pits. Angel kept him in it.
I think, I'm trying to think of what I would have. You know, I think we were both looking for Garrosh, and they popped the Muradin.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, it's a difficult play. You've got to be so on point. I don't think it was. Hey, what's happening? All right. How many people we got in here? All right,
We
Aura.
got
Just 4.
What did I say? I had it in my notes here.
We
All
can
right.
do this at the same time. It's not a big deal.
Oh, everybody's a family
Yeah, why
here.
not?
It's for good sports around here.
It's all good.
All right. So you know what? While we got you both here, let's start off with game one. Wedge, you went with the Deckard Cain pick.
We did.
A bold move. Didn't quite
Bold
pay
move.
off.
Hey, we figured he's one of the stronger ones right now. Why not give him a shot?
Okay.
See what we can make work with him.
And
Turns out it's really hard to recognize that healing pots heal you. We probably should have practiced that more, but
I'm gonna
yeah.
put down in my notes here. Shots fired at teammates. Click,
Oof.
Oh no, that's
click
that's
the
at me.
red things. No, it's
That was all of us.
you know that is certainly the difficulty with Deckard Cain is dealing with any kind of burst damage. And the one thing that we noted there, you guys did a great job at sort of in the midpoint of that game when Riptire came out using CC to get rid of the Riptire, but late game, I believe that was Angel on the Junkrat, able to really isolate your backliners with a Riptire. And what does Cain do in that situation? That seemed to be
Yeah, we really were panicking with those Riptires at the end. At the end, we honestly lost a lot more composure than we should have, which is props to you guys. Like, you guys got us off tilt right at the start, like, for how you guys were taking team fights and forcing us off of shrines.
Oh, thank you.
And it made it really difficult for us to, like, settle down after that.
Or Luna, you guys played the early parts of that game exceptionally well. You guys put in some hard work. Well, you know what's going on in the early part of that game where you guys are absolutely dominating the objective in the rotations.
Okay, so we went into this game with one thing in mind. We're like, all right, we know what their ults are. Then we know it's going to be a CC train. We know they're going to lock us down. So be as aggressive as possible pre-10. Rotate, get the soak, stay above them XP, and just stay aggressive. And it worked. So, I mean, that was my major plan. Obviously we did make some mistakes. Like late game we started like feeding and we're like, oh no, okay, hold it together.
we were wondering, you guys were running it down mid hard.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
The core's open. You gotta attack it, right?
It's all good.
Oh yeah. So like, okay, that was actually really funny because after we killed Diablo, like some of the team was screaming, "Go push core, push core!" I'm like, "Don't do it, don't do it!" And then like 2 people get killed, and I'm like, "No, see."
I think if you guys go back and take a look at, and I'm sure you guys will, there's definitely a spot for improvement there. You were really aggressive there in the mid lane, and I think if you guys backed off maybe 10 to 15 seconds earlier, just back off, create some pressure off in side lanes, that game is finished. But at the end, Winions?
Yeah, mostly. Seemed like it. Yeah, but you're totally right. Like, if we had backed off and maybe waited for everybody and then went in and fought for the Punisher, we probably would have had it right away. But it actually was a little wibbly-wobbly towards the end, and we were really scared, actually. So.
All right, on to game 2. Kind of jumps out. First pick, ETC snipe. Big egg roll. Listen, we know that anybody who plays Tank and NA plays ATC, but I don't. Looking at the reports, you guys have not played ETC yet this season?
We have not.
Okay. Deny
No.
or just something you've been holding back?
It's sort of just like ETC has always been something that Big Egg Roll, our tank, has been able to play really comfortably. And after how that first game went, we just sort of felt like, okay, let's not try to overthink things right now. Let's just, like, if we can take ETC, or Big Egg Roll, our tank will feel comfortable. And it'll also take away something that worked pretty well for Squad 9 last time. So we figured it just set things up nice and easy for us to, like, ease back into the second game.
Oh yeah, it's like you broke his Eldritch little heart. You took his ETC away.
Yeah, big
It was
share for
50-50. You gotta share, you know?
That first game, those mosh pits were pretty killer.
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks.
Famous, what else you got for the second games as I sort of pair my notes over?
Horrifies from Angel. Those were pretty unreal. Kept you guys in that game as well, just countering the mosh pits on the other side of the game.
Oh yeah, Yeah, there's actually his horrifies were totally on point. We were like, "Wow, nice job!" Like we thought we were all dead.
Yeah. Looked pretty good. How do you guys feel about patch notes? Have you guys read the new ones coming out today?
Okay, so
Have.
God, it's an awful time to be a healer.
Mm,
So, like, all right, well, this meta is kind of lame for a healer anyway, since there's only like 3, 4 healers, arguably, that are like good. But like, they're nerfing all the meta ones now, and so it's like, what am I even supposed to do anymore?
yeah.
Well, I mean, the one thing that was kind of interesting, you guys went with that Malfurion being twice, right? And we
Yeah.
thought that he got hit the hardest, but the one thing that you may be able to get out of this, and especially when these balance patches come through like midweek, you can go back to your comforts a little bit more before you can figure this out. You may wind up seeing that these supports, like the playing field is leveled now between maybe 5 supports or so.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Mhm.
We've got to sort of
I
take
would
a
agree.
look,
I would
right?
agree that it's a lot more competitive across the supports now. I don't agree it was the right way for them to go. I don't think they should have nerfed Stukov and Melf down. I think it would have been nicer if they just give everyone else little buffs.
Right.
Mm.
But it does make a lot more heroes like very similar, or a lot more supports very similar in power level.
Right on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
At
think
least in my opinion.
I do think now, and again, we obviously have to see what winds up happening, but I think you can hold your support pick longer now. I think you just sort of counterpick the other team's damage. And again, every time you see this sort of stuff come through, whether it's assassins, tanks, or supports, sometimes you get a week where you can just play your comforts and try to figure everything out.
Yeah. Get that.
All right.
Absolutely.
So what's going on for the rest of the week? Couch, do you guys have games left? I don't quite.
We've got 2 games next week. We had to push one back because we had a sort of a pretty full week on our side, and same with the
Right on.
Hand Banana, who we were supposed to play this week.
Hey,
So we got Hand Banana and Onslaught up next week.
You do have that's a big doubleheader.
It is.
You guys looking to stay in the top half of Division C East, or Luna? Where
Yes.
do you see you next?
We fight Onslaught tomorrow. And you know what? I actually don't know what we do the week after that, but we're like in the middle. We're teetering between playoffs or not playoffs. So depending on how this game goes and anything upcoming, like it's literally all or nothing at this point.
So picking up a point tonight gives you what I believe will be a little bit of breathing room. You were in 8th. Again, grabbing a point off a pretty darn good team. Hopefully keeps you up there. You guys are in the playoffs right now, but there's a lot of teams breathing down your neck. In fact, there are, looking at the standings, 3 teams that are within a win of jumping over you guys.
I know, it's insane. Like we're totally in the middle. Like it's like I said after we lost the last game, I was like, well, another day, another 1-1. You know.
Hey, points matter.
Splits are much better than a loss.
Right, yeah.
Never discredit that.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. All right. The floor is for you guys. Shout outs.
You can go ahead, Aura.
Well, shout out to my team. You guys are awesome. And shout out to Durotan. You guys are awesome too. And you're great sports and you're funny and chat. It's great. And shout out to the casters. You guys were lovely.
Thank you.
I didn't get to hear it, but I'm sure I will later.
Oh, I'm sure. Listen, it's going to sound fantastic on the VOD. I promise.
Beautiful.
Right on. All right. Wedge, for you.
Just to start off, O'Doyle rules. Second off,
O'Doyle, you're going down.
second off, really proud of my team for being able to calm things down, to come back, to be able to regroup, and just smooth things out really well for that second game. Squad 9 Alpha. Sorry, I always mix up that order. You guys, for a team that gets a lot of splits, you guys definitely know for how to attack things, especially for how to attack that early game. So props to you guys. Hope you guys do manage to make it into the playoffs. And thanks a lot, Bobo and Famous. Always great when you two hop on for a cast.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you guys again.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you both. Again, much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Any last words here before we wind up figuring out where we're going to move on?
Yeah. Just thanks to the teams, great games to watch. And thanks a lot to you. Always like coming to the Professor Bobo show.
Thank you, man. I was happy to have you. I know I've been hunting you down for a couple of weeks here. Definitely wanted to get you back on.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, we'll go ahead and flash our schedule for the rest of the week. I have 2 doubleheaders, barring cancellations, which, as we know, are always an issue. Friday, what have I got? I have Div A and a little bit of Heroic Div. Saturday, dipping into A and B. There's a couple of playoff matches. Friday, I actually have the top team in A East. A Greek Economy. Team Dynamics looking to squeeze their way into the playoffs. I haven't had Macro Trash yet. That should be interesting in Heroic. Saturday is a big one. Team Maroon against the Real Ultimate Mosh Pit. And then Saturday, I've also got 2 of my favorite teams. I've got Ghost Dunk and Moto Miracle and Archie and Team Sky Arch.
Very nice.
Team Sky
Big.
Arch. If you haven't seen them play, if you haven't seen them draft, it's an adventure. Like a serious adventure. They will break out anything. It really doesn't matter what the map is. Abathur Illidan is always a threat. I've seen them playing on Tomb, so that's a thing.
Okay, I'll have to tune in.
Famous, what's the scoop with Uncomfortably Numb, man?
Uncomfortably Numb.
Before we skip on out of here.
Okay. I give you the down low.
Come
Give
on.
you some of that.
Hit me.
So yeah, we started off pretty strong. We have 3 draws, 2 of which were while I was in England, actually, over the last couple of weeks. But the guys held it together, got some wins. But yeah, we're looking pretty good, I think.
Right
Bet
on,
you
man.
little prediction, might win the Div B East.
Really?
Probably.
I gotta
say.
I gotta go peek at these standings. I know you guys were up at the top there, 5-3-0, still chasing the fantastically named Totem Annihilation.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, we had them early. We got the domination. Just point that out.
Okay. Man, I'm actually checking this division out. It is packed up at the top.
Yeah, it's getting a little crowded.
This is actually really cool. For those of you guys not in the know, this season for NGS, we have expanded the playoffs where previously it was just the top 4. Now it's the top 8. So like you're seeing, in many of these divisions, a real strong grouping from like 1 to 3 and then 4 to 6, and a lot of teams that are, just trying to fight their way into the playoffs. It's going to make for a very fun last couple of weeks of the season.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
All right. That does it for us. We're going to throw
I got
ahead.
one more thing. Sorry.
Do it. No,
tomorrow night, I'll be co-casting with Mongoose over on his stream.
Right on.
Got a double header. So from 6:30 to 9, we got Wholesome Halfwits versus VGTC Dad Bods. And then our second game of the night will be Psycho Swarm versus Team Mapetus.
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 Team Mapetus. I believe. No, that's a cool story. I think I'm gonna get this wrong. I think they are a bunch of like Chilean guys living out in Southern California. I don't know. I think I heard something cool. Murda's had them a couple times, and he's actually enjoyed them. So that'll be fun. In fact, type up Mongoose's, throw his stream up in the chat, man. Give him a link. But for anybody out there, if you are looking for NGS cast, search for the Nexus Gaming Series community. All of our casters are posted up on that page. You can find games every single night of the week. We are all over HOTS on Twitch. All right. That's going to do it for us. Like I said, we're going to throw it over to Jason in a couple seconds. I am your host, Professor Bobo. Shout out to Famous. Thank you for joining me tonight, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. See you again next time.